Welcome to Slow English Stories.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Slow English Stories.
And today, we've got something super useful for you. How to sound more natural when you're buying a used car.
We're talking real phrases, real situations, and real savings. If you master these expressions, you won't just speak better, you might actually save hundreds of dollars.
That's right. Whether you're buying a car, a house, or even negotiating a gym membership, these native expressions will help you come out on top.
I'm David.
And I'm Ava.
And this is Slow English Stories. Today's story is about Amy. She's shopping for a used car and walks into a dealership where she meets Benson, the salesman.
As they talk, you'll hear all kinds of expressions that native speakers use in real-life buying situations. Listen carefully.
And after each part of the conversation, we'll break it down and explain exactly what these phrases mean.
So, let's get started.
Morning. Looking for something specific today?
Hey, just browsing for now, but I'm in the market for a reliable used car.
Sure thing. We've got a few solid options. What kind of budget are you working with?
I'd like to keep it under 15 grand if possible.
Got it. Let's see what we can do. We might have some wiggle room on pricing.
That sounds good. I don't need anything fancy, just something that runs well and has low mileage.
I hear you. You want something that won't give you headaches. Here's one I think you'll like. It just came in last week. Super clean, one owner, no accidents.
Mind if I take it for a spin?
Absolutely. I'll grab the keys. You've got your license with you?
Yep, right here. That drove really smooth. I like it.
It's a solid ride. Anything you didn't like?
Not really, but I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger just yet.
Totally understand. Take your time. If it helps, we can sweeten the deal a little. Maybe throw in a full tank and a free oil change.
That's tempting, but honestly, I was hoping to get it for a bit less. Can you do any better?
Let me talk to my manager and see what I can swing. All right, here's what we can do. Knock off $500 if you're ready to sign today.
That's more in my ballpark. I'll need to sleep on it, though.
No problem. Just a heads up, it's had a few folks eyeing it today, so no pressure, but it might not be here too long.
Got it. Thanks, Benson. I'll let you know either way by tomorrow.
Sounds good. Hope to hear from you soon.
All right, so we just listened to the full conversation. Pretty natural, right?
Yeah, but now it's time to slow down and break it down, line by line.
Exactly. We'll look at each sentence, explain what it means, and show you how you can use it in real life.
And don't worry, we'll also point out what English learners often say wrong. So listen closely.
Let's get into it.
Yep, and hey, no other channel explains it this clearly. I'm serious. You won't find this kind of deep dive anywhere else.
Morning. Looking for something specific today?
This is a classic line from a car dealer. Morning. Looking for something specific today? Sounds casual and friendly, but it's actually a smart way to start a conversation. He's not being pushy, he's just opening the door. Many English learners might say something like, "What do you want?" or "Do you want to buy a car?" which can sound too direct or even a bit rude.
Right. And by saying something specific instead of asking, "Are you buying a car?" he's keeping it low pressure. It makes the customer feel more comfortable while still trying to figure out what they really want.
Exactly. It's also way more natural than saying, "Do you want something?" which might sound robotic. This phrase helps you sound both polite and confident in English.
So, if you're learning English and want to sound smooth in a store or sales setting, this is a great opener. It's easy, friendly, and it works in lots of situations.
Yep. Great phrase to learn. No awkward pressure, but still gets the conversation moving.
Hey, just browsing for now, but I'm in the market for a reliable used car.
Amy says, "Hey, just browsing for now, but I'm in the market for a reliable used car." That's such a natural way to start when you're not ready to commit, but still interested.
Yeah, the key phrase here is just browsing for now. It's like saying, I'm looking around, not ready to buy yet. English learners might say something like, I am looking only, or I just see, which doesn't sound natural.
Right. Just browsing is what native speakers use when they walk into a shop and don't want pressure. Super common in stores, car dealerships, even online shopping.
Then the second half, I'm in the market for a reliable used car, that's a nice grown-up way of saying you're planning to buy.
Totally. If you're in the market for something, it means you're seriously thinking about buying, not just dreaming. A learner might say, I want to buy a car, which is okay, but in the market for sounds way more natural and polished.
And don't forget reliable used car, not just any car. She wants something dependable. One word says a lot.
Exactly. This whole sentence is relaxed but clear. It shows interest without sounding desperate. A perfect balance.
Sure thing. We've got a few solid options. What kind of budget are you working with?
All right, Ava, that was a smooth line from Benson.
Yeah, starting off with sure thing, that's just classic. It's such an easy way to sound friendly and helpful.
Totally. It's more natural than just saying, okay. Then he follows up with a few solid options. I love that.
Solid is doing a lot of work there. He's not just saying they have options, he's saying they're trustworthy, good quality, like cars you don't have to worry about.
Right. It's way more persuasive than just saying a few cars.
And then comes the smooth part. What kind of budget are you working with?
That's such a polite way to ask about money. He's not saying, how much can you pay? Which sounds kind of pushy.
Exactly. This phrasing makes it sound like he's working with you, not against you.
I'd like to keep it under 15 grand if possible.
Now, that's a very natural way to talk about price. Keep it under 15 grand.
Yeah, 15 grand instead of $15,000. That's one of those classic American shortcuts.
Right. Grand is super common in casual speech. 1 grand means $1,000.
And notice she says, I'd like to keep it under, not just, I want to pay less than.
That's a softer, more polite way to express a price limit. It shows she has flexibility without sounding too demanding.
And, if possible, at the end, adds even more politeness. It gives the dealer room to work with.
Got it. Let's see what we can do. We might have some wiggle room on pricing.
This one's interesting. We might have some wiggle room on pricing.
Yeah, wiggle room is such a native phrase. It means flexibility, like maybe the price isn't fixed.
A lot of learners would just say, can you give me a discount? Or can I get it cheaper? But that sounds a bit direct or even awkward in some situations. Wiggle room sounds way more natural and professional.
And he's not making a promise. We might have some wiggle room, just opens the door. He's hinting without committing.
That's a classic sales technique. Keep the buyer engaged, but don't show all your cards.
That sounds good. I don't need anything fancy, just something that runs well and has low mileage.
Let's look at what Amy says here. That sounds good. I don't need anything fancy, just something that runs well and has low mileage. This line is packed with native phrasing.
Yeah, starting with "that sounds good," it's more natural than just saying "okay" or "fine," which many English learners tend to say. "That sounds good" shows a bit more warmth and engagement.
Then she says, I don't need anything fancy. English learners might say, I don't need a luxury car, or I want something simple, but anything fancy sounds much more like something a native speaker would say.
Exactly. It's flexible too. You can use fancy for food, clothes, houses, anything that's too high-end or extra.
And then we hear just something that runs well and has low mileage. That's great car vocabulary.
A lot of learners might say, "I want a car with no problems," or "I want it to work well," but "runs well" is the typical native way to describe a reliable car.
And low mileage is another perfect native phrase. Instead of saying not driven much or low kilometers, this is the real term people use when buying cars in English-speaking countries.
I hear you. You want something that won't give you headaches. Here's one I think you'll like. It just came in last week. Super clean, one owner, no accidents.
All right, let's pause on this line. I hear you. Super short, but very native.
Yeah, instead of just saying, I understand or I know, which many English learners use, I hear you sounds more casual and empathetic. It's like saying, I get where you're coming from.
Then Benson says, you want something that won't give you headaches. He's not talking about actual headaches here, of course.
Right, it's an expression. When something gives you a headache, it means it causes you stress or trouble.
An English learner might say, I want a car without problems, or I want it to be easy, but won't give you headaches is just more colorful and idiomatic.
And then here's one I think you'll like, classic soft sell phrasing. Not pushy, but confident. Native speakers often use this kind of language to sound helpful, not aggressive.
Mind if I take it for a spin?
Ooh, take it for a spin. That's one of those expressions that native speakers love to use when test driving a car.
Yeah, it sounds much more relaxed than, can I test drive the car? Even though they mean the same thing, take it for a spin adds a casual, confident tone.
Also notice how Amy says, mind if I? That's a polite, indirect way to ask permission.
Right. An English learner would say, can I drive it? Or, is it okay if I drive the car? Which are fine, but mind if I take it for a spin just sounds way more natural.
It's like you're joining a conversation, not taking a driving exam. Super useful phrase for real life.
Absolutely. I'll grab the keys. You've got your license with you?
Yep, right here.
Absolutely here just means yes, of course, but it sounds a bit more enthusiastic, more customer-friendly.
Right. It feels like Benson is saying, sure, no problem at all. That one word, absolutely, sets a warm, helpful tone.
Then he says, I'll grab the keys. Notice that word, grab. He's not literally grabbing them. It's just a casual way to say, I'll go get them.
An English learner might say, I will go and get the keys, or I will bring the keys. Totally fine, but I'll grab the keys sounds quicker, more natural.
And finally, you've got your license with you? That's short for, do you have your driver's license with you?
English learners might say, do you bring your license? Or do you carry your license? But natives almost always say, have your license with you? Or got your license?
That drove really smooth. I like it.
That drove really smooth is something you'll hear a lot after a test drive.
It's casual, but very native. Drove smooth means the car handled well, without bumps or weird noises.
And notice, technically, it should be that drove really smoothly. But most native speakers drop the ly in everyday speech.
Right. It's super common. People don't say, it performed efficiently. They say, it ran great. Same idea.
The second part, I like it, is short, but it tells the dealer she's interested without showing too much excitement.
English learners might say, I enjoyed driving the car, or this car is good. That's okay, but that drove really smooth. I like it. Sounds a lot more natural and confident.
Yeah, it shows you're relaxed and have done this before, even if you haven't.
It's a solid ride. Anything you didn't like?
It's a solid ride. This is a classic native compliment.
Yeah, solid doesn't just mean not broken, it means reliable, well-built, and overall good quality.
And ride is just a casual way to refer to a car. So, solid ride equals a good, dependable car.
English learners might say, it's a good car, or it looks nice. Those are okay, but it's a solid ride sounds more like a real car person.
Then Benson asks, anything you didn't like?
Simple and effective. He's opening the door for concerns without sounding pushy.
Some learners might say, did you find any problems? Which is fine, but a bit more negative.
Exactly. Anything you didn't like is softer and keeps the tone friendly.
Not really, but I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger just yet.
Pull the trigger. Now that's a powerful native expression.
Yep, it originally comes from guns, but in everyday English, it means to make a final decision, usually about a purchase.
So when Amy says she's not quite ready to pull the trigger, she means she's not ready to buy the car yet.
English learners might say something like, I'm not ready to buy now, or I want to wait a bit.
Those are understandable, but pull the trigger has a stronger emotional feel, like it's a big step.
Also, notice how she says, not quite ready, just yet.
Yeah, just yet softens it. It means not now, but maybe soon.
A great way to say no without closing the door completely.
Totally understand. Take your time. If it helps, we can sweeten the deal a little. Maybe throw in a full tank and a free oil change.
Sweeten the deal. This one's a classic in sales talk.
Right. It means to make the offer more attractive, usually by adding something extra. So Benson's trying to convince Amy by offering more than just the car, like a full tank of gas and a free oil change.
English learners might say, can I give you a gift? Or I will add something. But those don't sound natural in a business setting.
Exactly. Sweeten the deal feels smooth, persuasive, like a little bonus to close the sale.
And throw in here means include for free, like we'll throw in a free car wash.
Great combo. Sweeten the deal and throw in both make you sound like a pro.
That's tempting, but Honestly, I was hoping to get it for a bit less. Can you do any better?
That's tempting. A really natural way to say, I like that offer, but I'm not quite sold yet.
Yeah, it's softer than saying, I want a discount. It shows interest without commitment.
Then she says, I was hoping to get it for a bit less. That's a polite way to bring up price negotiation.
Right. English learners might say, can you give me a discount? Or even make a discount.
Make a discount sounds awkward to native speakers. We usually give a discount, not make one.
And can you do any better? That's a friendly, indirect way of asking for a better deal.
It's not aggressive. It's smart, and it leaves room for the dealer to respond without pressure.
Let me talk to my manager and see what I can swing.
Let me talk to my manager, classic dealership line, right?
Totally. It buys time and shows the salesperson isn't the final decision maker. Makes it feel more official.
Then he says, see what I can swing. That's a great native expression.
Yeah. Swing here doesn't mean moving something. It means manage or make happen.
English learners might say something like, let me see what I can do, which is okay.
But swing adds a more casual, confident tone. It's like, let me pull some strings for you.
Exactly. It also sounds friendly, like he's trying to help, not just sell.
All right, here's what we can do. Knock off $500 if you're ready to sign today.
Now, this one's a big one. Knock off $500.
Yeah, knock off means to reduce the price, usually in a deal or negotiation.
It's very natural in spoken English, especially in sales. You'll hear it a lot when people talk about discounts.
But English learners often say something like, take away $500 or reduce $500, which sounds more like a math equation.
Right. Knock off gives it that real conversational feel. It sounds fast, firm, and friendly.
And the second part, if you're ready to sign today, adds a bit of pressure, but softly.
It's a way to create urgency without sounding too pushy, a classic sales move.
That's more in my ballpark. I'll need to sleep on it, though.
That's more in my ballpark. This is a really native way of saying, that's closer to the price I was thinking.
Right. Ballpark comes from baseball. It means an estimated range. So when Amy says it's in her ballpark, she means the price is now in her acceptable range.
English learners might say something like, that's closer to my budget, which is totally fine, just a bit more textbook.
Yeah. In my ballpark adds personality and feels more natural in a casual conversation.
Now, for I'll need to sleep on it, that means she needs time to think before making a decision.
It's a polite way to say, I'm not ready yet. English learners sometimes say, I need to think about it more, which works, but sleep on it sounds more fluent and idiomatic.
Plus, it makes you sound calm and thoughtful, not indecisive. It's a great phrase in any negotiation.
No problem. Just a heads up, it's had a few folks eyeing it today, so no pressure, but it might not be here too long.
Just a heads up, that's a casual way to give someone a friendly warning or piece of information in advance.
Right. It's like saying, I just want you to be aware. It sounds polite, but also gets your attention.
English learners might say something like, I want to tell you something, or I want to let you know, which are okay, but heads up is more native and natural.
And then we have a few folks eyeing it. To eye something means to look at it with interest, like you're considering it.
So Benson is saying,
Other people are interested in this car too. He's using a soft sales technique here.
Learners might say some people are looking at it, that's understandable, but eyeing it adds a touch of nuance, like people are almost ready to make a move.
And finally, might not be here too long is a subtle way to create urgency without pushing too hard.
Exactly. He's saying, decide soon or it might be gone, but in a friendly way. That's what good salespeople do. They make you feel in control, but also aware of the clock.
Got it. Thanks, Benson. I'll let you know either way by tomorrow.
Got it is a quick, casual way of saying, I understand, or okay.
Yeah, super common in everyday speech. English learners might say, I understand, or okay, thank you, which is fine, but got it feels more relaxed and native.
Then she says, I'll let you know either way. That means no matter what I decide, yes or no, I'll tell you.
Exactly. Either way is a great phrase to show that you'll respond regardless of the outcome. English learners might say something like, I will tell you my decision, which is correct, but let you know either way sounds more fluent and natural.
And finally, by tomorrow just sets the deadline. She's being clear and respectful.
So altogether, Amy's being polite, clear, and confident, a good example of how to wrap up a conversation in English.
Sounds good. Hope to hear from you soon.
Sounds good is one of those all-purpose phrases we use all the time.
Right. It means, that's okay, or that works for me. It's friendly and easygoing.
English learners might say, that is fine, or okay, I agree. Those aren't wrong, but sounds good feels smoother and more conversational.
Then Benson says, hope to hear from you soon.
It's a polite way to say, I'm waiting for your reply. You're not pressuring them, you're just showing interest.
A learner might say, please contact me later, which is too formal, or I wait for your answer, which sounds a bit awkward.
Exactly. Hope to hear from you soon is friendly and natural.
All right, that was a really useful conversation. Amy asked some smart questions, and Benson used a lot of natural phrases that native speakers use every day. We heard expressions like solid options, wiggle room, pull the trigger, and sweeten the deal. These aren't just colorful, they're the real phrases you'll hear when buying a car.
Right. And what's cool is that every line of that conversation had something to learn. Even the question, what kind of budget are you working with, is a smoother way to ask about someone's price range. Much better than just saying, how much money do you want to spend?
And sleep on it? That's a classic. Native speakers say this all the time when they need time to think before making a decision. It's way more natural than saying, I will think about it overnight.
So if you're learning English, it's okay to start simple. But listening to how native speakers phrase things gives you more options and makes you sound more confident and natural when it really matters.
That's right. And don't worry if you can't remember everything right now. Just pick one or two expressions you liked and try using them this week in real life.
Now, to help you remember what we've learned,
Let's listen to the full conversation one more time.
see how many expressions you can catch this time. Ready?
Let's go.
Morning. Looking for something specific today?
Hey, just browsing for now, but I'm in the market for a reliable used car.
Sure thing. We've got a few solid options. What kind of budget are you working with?
I'd like to keep it under 15 grand if possible.
Got it. Let's see what we can do. We might have some wiggle room on pricing.
That sounds good. I don't need anything fancy, just something that runs well and has low mileage.
I hear you. You want something that won't give you headaches. Here's one I think you'll like. It just came in last week. Super clean, one owner, no accidents.
Mind if I take it for a spin?
Absolutely. I'll grab the keys. You've got your license with you?
Yep, right here. That drove really smooth. I like it.
It's a solid ride. Anything you didn't like?
Not really, but I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger just yet.
Totally understand. Take your time. If it helps, we can sweeten the deal a little. Maybe throw in a full tank and a free oil change.
That's tempting, but honestly, I was hoping to get it for a bit less. Can you do any better?
Let me talk to my manager and see what I can swing. All right, here's what we can do. Knock off $500 if you're ready to sign today.
That's more in my ballpark. I'll need to sleep on it, though.
No problem. Just a heads up, it's had a few folks eyeing it today, so no pressure, but it might not be here too long.
Got it. Thanks, Benson. I'll let you know either way by tomorrow.
Sounds good. Hope to hear from you soon.
All right, that's it for today's episode.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you picked up some useful phrases for your next car buying adventure.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got more real-life English coming your way.
And remember, language gets better when you use it. Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.